Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, that's the map we'll be reviewing down below there. I promise you it's not one-to-one scale, otherwise we might be a little bit of a while. And it'll also burn out your CPU as well. Now let's do a little bit of self-promotion before we get started today, because those of you who just come and watch What's Map may be unaware of some of the other stuff I do, like tutorials and things, but here's the latest 3 things that you may have missed. First of all, the Steam Weekly Chart Show, which goes out every Sunday at 8 AM, where we look at the top 20 mods, assets, maps, and all that kind of malarkey. And that's like a regular pop chart show. I try and make it a bit funky. Also funky, but less funky, is Asset World, where we take all the assets that were reviewed within What's Map, both past and present, and we're doing a city build with them. So that's something a little bit different, unlike your regular city build, which is done where we find the right asset. Well, we're putting the assets in regardless of whether they're right or not and trying to make it work. Bit of fun. Episode 9 went out on Sunday, and we're up to episode 34 on map making, where I'm making my second ever map build, following on from the, success of Merrickstowe last year. There'll be another one out tonight at 6 PM UK time, but as we are at the moment, episode 34 went out on Friday. Okay, that's everything that you've missed out on. I've hopefully got some tutorials coming up soon as well. And new DLC, oh exciting. What else is exciting? Hitting the like button is exciting. Well, at least I think so, especially when you hit it on my show. So thank you very much for supporting the channel. And of course, if you're new, slap the like button later when you know you like the show. Okay, let's crack on and do today's map, shall we? Which is Europe and the Middle East by Wolfdale Ken. Now, this isn't one-to-one scale. It's not Terrain Party, but it is very much based on a real map. I'm sure I've seen this location before. There's your start square right there in amongst the middle of the Rhine. Okay, what have we got there? We got the resources. Okay, yeah, that's kind of interesting. I'm not saying any more than that. And then we've got what do we need off the workshop? Not too much. Network extensions to the regular temperate theme, and the recommendation for the 81 tiles, which I would suggest is definitely necessary for this particular map. No custom assets, and down we go and have a little coast along the side of the Persian Gulf. Now, everything is definitely not to scale. The mountains are not to scale. If they were, they'd be 1 or 2 nodes high, maybe an inch in maximum. Just because this is a huge area we're covering here. We're going up the side. This would take you several days to drive, wouldn't it? And we're going to be up to the top of it in a few seconds. Let's cross across. Is that the Euphrates? I can't remember. There's the Persian Gulf. There you go. That's what it looks like. Is it the Euphrates? I'm going blind. I'm mind blind here. We're into Iraq now. Okay, we're going through Iraq. So say hello to all the poor souls that are struggling through life. They've had a hard time in Iraq of late. A hard time. Now, the Middle East. Remember the old treaty that was sorted, the road map? Well, yeah, well, that's why it didn't work. There you go. Look at that. That's why it didn't work. Not because it was touted by the Americans, no, because that intersection. Now we're going up the side of these mountains. We've got a little bit of a blue mantle shining through the bottom of the mountains there, into Turkey. We are now entering Turkey, and there's a famous mountain in Turkey, biblical mountain, Mount Ararat. And on the top of Mount Ararat, you would find, now I put this here, yes, it's Noah's Ark. Okay, I expected it to be larger. That's not part of the map. I popped that there myself. Don't go expecting that. I'm not marking down for detail on that. I'm not marking up for detail on that either. It's my little joke. And this is definitely going to be a review filled with my little jokes. I apologise in advance for my very dry and droll sense of humour. So come down the side, yep, across this. It's not too steep. Okay, I'll let that go. Come across to this side of it. It's not realism is not the score here, guys. Just in case you thought it might be. We're now was it Central Europe now? Yeah, whereas the Black Sea and all that. Yeah, off towards Russia that way. But the start square is in Western Europe, so we'll head towards Western Europe. And if you'd like to be in Western Europe, hit the subscribe button now. And if you don't want to be in Western Europe, hit the subscribe button now, because I've told you to twice. Okay, let's hurtle across the landscape towards yeah, this is start square intersection. No, that's a bridge. Sorry, getting ahead of myself here. Start square intersection is Central Europe's bigger than I imagined. There it is. A start square intersection as we head down towards Benelux. And for those of you that are going, the what? Yeah, Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg. That's where you'll be starting your city build here. I imagine one decent sized factory with the size of the whole of Luxembourg. Now we're heading back out through France, because France is a lovely place. Lovely place. And under the rail, because beautiful work. And now we're going across the top part of Spain and towards Galicia. Or Gallica, or Armesto's home planet here. There we go. Armesto, one of our favourite creators on WhatsApp, and Skylines Talk guest, of course. Down the side of Portugal, towards the Straits of Gibraltar. Here we go, towards the Straits of Gibraltar and the bridges that exist in real life. Oh, hell's bells. There we go. The Rock of Gibraltar is under there somewhere. If we have a close look, I could plop one down. I really can't be bothered. So anyway, Rock of Gibraltar lives there, and we cross across into Africa. Oh, and of course the impenetrable coast that is Africa. Oh, it's lovely, I tell you. And then down the side of the coast of Africa, with the Atlantic Ocean on our right. Next stop will be the United States of America if you turn right now. And there we are. We've made it all the way across the map. Shall we have a look at the rail? Because the rail is going to be really good, isn't it? You just know it. The rail, fine. It's not too steep. Okay, clinging onto the... Oh, okay. We are going uppy-downy now. Fine. Lovely. Lumpy-bumpy. Up and over the hill. I'm not going to moan too much, guys. This isn't supposed to be a detailing map. This is just a bit of fun. And fun it would be, and fun I am having. We're going the other way around Spain. We're going around the coast, the coast even. Hey, lovely. The Costa Brava and the Del Sol, and there's the Mediterranean. It's photo real, isn't it? Photo real. Come around the other side of, and we should merge up with the road in a minute to cut through France. Now, okay, this week we've got some beautiful assets in the asset review section. Just ignoring this, okay? So I hope you're... Oh, and Saturday's... bear with me for Saturday. Can you hang around till Saturday? We've got the best quirky asset I think I have ever done for Saturday. But until then, all aboard the train to Assetville. Tickets, please. Right, today's item. Now this surprised me actually. Renaissance House 11 commercial set by Titan. Now, we've seen a lot of these in the weekly chart show. But what I didn't realise is that it's a set. It's not just one building in each set. I know it sounds dumb. When I said commercial set, I thought like Renaissance House 10 commercial was part of the commercial. No, 3 buildings. You get 3 buildings in the commercial set. Plus the same for the office set and the residential set as well. They're lovely. They're great. They're going to look amazing in Asset World in the old part of town, of course. We shall be plopping them down, a little delivery in the modern van to the old buildings. Titan is a great creator. I can't believe I was just so zoned out to not realise that it's a set, not just a one building. Anyway, Renaissance House 11 commercial set by Titan, today's asset of the day, and I'm just opening up my book for the factoids. So we're off this week to Themington Island for My favourite theme and LUT combo. I've been asked several times, what's your favourite theme and LUT combo? I use this a lot. I use this in Assetville, so we're going to extend that through this week. It's the New Caledonia Concrete V1.1 by Bizabols. That's it. Sorry. Reading. Bizabols with the photorealistic LUT by Reaper. Excellent. Now, today we have Elizabeth I. I'm recording this on a Sunday, seems a sense to have a Sunday factoid. Elizabeth I was not a stickler for observing the Sabbath. She danced on Sundays, but she didn't kick her legs as high as she did on the other days. Who wrote this? Belgium has never exercised censorship over adult films, and it is the only country never to do so. Ooh. Now, this was the 1980s. They might have changed the rules since. I'm off to Belgium. Benelux and all that. Yes, now, here's the map as an overview. We're going to do a quick flyby. All this is very tongue-in-cheek, guys. Just ignore today's show. Right, Iceland. Why is there no volcanoes? Okay, I was expecting volcanoes on Iceland. We should have seen the volcanoes. Then we cross across here. We come to the Faroe Islands. Lovely little Faroe Islands. Smashing. And then across to the Shetland Islands. We're not going to look at everything. Don't worry. The Orkneys. And the United Kingdom. There she is. She's beautiful. Rule Britannia. Here's Ireland. With Northern Ireland at the top. Which is part of the United Kingdom. Ireland isn't, of course, the Republic. That's where I live. In fact, I live down here somewhere. In this patch. In this neighbourhood. Just in case you're wondering where the BonBon is. Ah, the Isle of Wight. Not really a BonBon island. Where's the Needles? You need to, anybody's wondering what Needles are, you need to Google that one. The Needles in the Isle of Wight, a UK landmark. Right, now let's do a little bit of stereotyping, because why not? Right, down here, these people have got all of the oil. Okay, stereotyping, right? Don't worry, this is not me being racist in any way, shape or form. These people have got all of the sand. Yes, lovely. You can sell the sand to the Africans, the Sahara. I thought that there... Hang on a second, hang on. There is somewhere around here. There's a little oasis there. Little oasis there. Just needs a palm tree. Which we will add because... Right, find it. That's this mod, by the way, in case you don't use Find It. Find it. There you go. Plop that in there. We have... There you go. A little oasis. Fantastic. What else can we stereotype? These people like to sleep during the day for a few hours, bless them. These people have all the pasta and like to kick the football. They do. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I hate to say it, but these people are the most arrogant people I have met. I don't mean that in any way. I'm sure there are lots of lovely people from this part of the world, but sadly... Yes, but don't worry, because these people over here think they are better than the rest of the world. And I come from this area, and I can attest to that. We're wrong, but that's what we think. These people are the friendliest people that I'm aware of. And these people are just glad that the Cold War is over. I'm sure you really are finally able to move on and improve. Fantastic. And these people were the big scary bad boys for a long time. The big scary bad boys. That title has since moved. And for me now, the big scary bad boys, as much as I love them, are over that side of the Atlantic over there. Yeah, I can't quite see them in the fog. Bless them. Anyway, yeah, that's basically it. Stereotyping all through and through. What shall we? Let's have a look at the water flow. We haven't done that. Let's have a look at the water. We've got lots of rivers. All the rivers flow and pump out into, like, they've got the Nile there, and all the rivers here that I can't remember the names of that flow into the Black Sea, and the Rhine and the Loire, and no Thames, strangely enough. Let's have a quick look at the shipping routes before we go any further. Obviously, your chance to vote now. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Remember to vote creatively. Don't just say, oh, this is a shipping route, one of the busiest shipping routes in the world. Why does it not actually go through there, the English Channel? I don't understand. There you go. All good. All good. Let me give this thing some personal BonBon marks, shall I? Aesthetically, okay. I like the map. I think the map looks good. Beyond that, there isn't much to say really. I'm going to give the extra star for the map actually looking like the map, even though it was copied, no doubt. No doubt. Detailing. I'd like to give it 5 stars, but it's just not very good. Gameplay potential, however, I think there is, if you want to have a bit of a laugh, I think there's enough room for one gameplay on this map. One playthrough, I mean. So, because of that, I think we'll give it the extra star up from the 1 star to push it up. Yeah, it's playable. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just doesn't entice you, does it? So, 2 stars for gameplay potential. So there you go, Europe and the Middle East by Wolfdale Ken. Only problem with copying real life maps is they just don't really work in the game, I'm afraid. Usually. What? Hello. Oops. Okay, thanks very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. Join me tonight at 6 o'clock for the latest in the map making as we push Duvo to the next level. We're going to get this thing released sooner or later. There's a vote now up on screen on an old map, so go and check that one out. I promise you it's almost certainly better than today's map in terms of realism. I couldn't even tell you what it is. I've not checked. I should really have checked, shouldn't I? I'm going to do that right now. I'm back. Yes, it's a good one. Go and check it out right now. See you tomorrow.